What's good, guys? Thanks for coming back to the channel. Before I start this Q&A, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who supported me and has commented on their thoughts on the day in the life video. It makes it a lot easier to post that stuff, and makes me want to do a lot more when people express their opinions, bad or good, but mainly good. It makes it so much more easier. So I put out a status on Facebook yesterday, and Snapchat and Instagram commenting saying that I'm going to do a Q&A and the best question will win this full gold standard pre-workout apple flavour. So I'm going to give this away to the best question at the end. So hopefully you guys...
It was at this moment that Kyle knew. He fucked up.
Gold standard pre-workout Bodybuilding nutrition apple flavour, so it's full. Yeah. And I'll be giving that away to the best question at the end of this Q&A. So let's get started. Hopefully the camera doesn't blow over. Alright. Keanu asks, what or who motivates you in the gym? What motivates me in the gym mainly is my vision and goals for where I want to be in the future, and following my plan and set of goals that I've followed for ever since I started in the gym, and sort of setting short-term goals and then having a really long-term goal, which would obviously be to travel the world and meet new people and inspire people. I'd love to do that, such as like Steve Cook, Christian Guzman. That type of job. I also like to help people with diet, nutrition, even just little information. So that's partly why I'm doing this, but that's my biggest motivation. What motivates me most in the gym, as in who? My first biggest motivation is definitely Arnold. I think a lot of people say he's got flaws, or he's not the best bodybuilder of all time, and Ronnie Coleman is. Like, yes, Ronnie Coleman has won more Mr. Olympias, but I think the general population of people would agree that Arnold Schwarzenegger has the best physique of all time in terms of beauty and aesthetics, which is 95% of the populations. They would rather have aesthetics than be a freak. Chris Nixon asks, ever shit yourself from tensing too hard, or is that just me? I've come close a few times. I think, Chris, you should see someone about that, but no, I haven't. Maddie Horst asks, how long have you been gymming for? I've been gymming since I was 14 and I'm now 17, but when I first started gymming, I only went twice a week and was doing more full body workouts for footy. I've constantly been gymming daily since I did my ACL last year. Last year in August. So about a year and a half I've been gymming for, a year and 4 months. I've been properly gymming, following my diet and all that stuff. So yeah, about a year and a half. Will Trengrove asks, do you incorporate athletic training into your workouts? I have before, especially when I was more focused on football, but not at this point. I mainly trained for hypertrophy and strength, so growing and getting stronger over time, increasing my volume and sets and reps, so continue improving. So I always want to stay athletic. I'm naturally quite athletic, but no, I don't incorporate athletic training into my workout at the moment. Brandon Luna asks, what do you find is the best workout for bigger and bolder shoulders? I think he means better. My favourite workout, even though I don't have the biggest shoulders, would be the overhead military press, so pressing up and over. I see a lot of guys at the gym, even though I've probably done it a few times, who when they go really heavy they push forward, and you want to be almost scraping your nose, not pushing forward. So you want to be going up and almost scraping your nose. So that's probably my favourite most exercise for that. Of course, overhead shoulder press. You want to be doing all the compound movements, so the movements that involve more than one joint, those will really build your shoulders. Next, Ned Carey asks, would you rather play AFL or be a professional bodybuilder? My entire life I would have rather played AFL, Australian rules football. Since I've done my ACL, I have sort of moved back and forwards a few times. I'd of course love to play AFL. I would love to be standing on the MCG in front of 90,000 people, but reality is not many clubs are going to want to take someone who's done the ACL, and just the general fact I'm not good enough. So preferably I'd rather be a bodybuilder or fitness model, travelling around the world, meeting new people and inspiring as many people as I can at the moment. Damjan Jurkovic asks, how do you manage to set an hour or more in the gym every day while maintaining balance in your life? Sometimes I don't actually have balance in my life. Sometimes I focus so much on the gym that I get rid of other stuff and ignore other things on accident, like having a girlfriend with Chloe. Sometimes I ignore her for like 3 hours on accident because I've been so focused on the gym. Sometimes I'll just sit in my room editing a video or thinking about my next workout, watching gym videos. Like, it's actually hard for me because I enjoy it so much to actually have balance. But I just sort of go when the most optimal time is. So I'll come home, do a bit of homework, do some stuff. Sometimes I get sidetracked, but mainly I gym after a few meals. It's not really when it's good for me. It's mainly when I feel that all the meals will help me in the gym and I've had enough carbs for the gym. So hopefully that answers your question, even though I didn't really fucking answer that. Lisa Kiev asks, are you thinking of being a personal trainer? Yes, but not the conventional personal trainer. Like, everything's online these days. It's the social media age, and the first thing that someone, when their money gets tight, they're going to get rid of a personal trainer. They're not going to want to have a personal trainer being paid. So if they've got to pay their mortgage, that's necessary. But then a personal trainer is not necessary. I'd rather do it online, be an online coach. It's a lot easier and it's probably more beneficial in terms of actually helping them with their diet and nutrition. So I'd love to get into that in the long-term future. Kyle Ryan asks, if you have a fast metabolism, meaning losing weight easily, what's a suitable food plan to use? Is dirty bulking appropriate? I don't think having a fast metabolism means you lose weight easily. I've a very fast metabolism because I've played footy since I was 3, so I eat something and my body basically burns it off straight away. So metabolism, or having a fast metabolism, is basically having a basal metabolic rate. So having a high basal metabolic rate means the amount of calories your body burns a day naturally without any exercise is quite high. So mine's around 1,800. So my body naturally burns that many calories a day. So to gain weight or to increase the amount of how heavy I am, you need to eat above your basal metabolic rate. So it's called a caloric surplus. So if my basal metabolic rate or my metabolism speed is 1,800, I need to eat above that to gain weight. So right now I'm having 3,600 calories a day, so I'm in a surplus of over 2,000. Wait, I'm in a surplus of 1,800. My maths isn't very good. So you need to eat more. Having a fast metabolism does not mean you lose weight easily. It just means you're not eating enough food in the first place. Is dirty bulking appropriate? Depends what you like. I would never consider, or I wouldn't advise it. Like, you always want to be able to see your abs and midsection, so you know what muscles are actually growing on your body. Like, if you get too much fat around your body, how are you going to know what's improving and what's just fat? So that's my advice. Nick, where's my ideal physique? If I was going to compete, I would want to be in the classic division, which is brand new in the NPC, and I would want to be similar to Callum Von Moger, Mike Pearson, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love the classic aesthetic 1960s and 70s look. That's what I'd want to be like. Also, if I was going to be a fitness model, Steve Cook, Zach Smith, Logan, Franklin, they all have really good physiques in my eyes. But I'd say Callum Von Moger and Arnold and Mike have my favourite 3 physiques. Ben Martin asks, do you think supplements are crucial when it comes to growth and development of muscle? Definitely not. Supplements, you don't have to take any to get massive. I know guys who have never taken a supplement in their life and they are 5 times bigger than people who take them regularly. I take supplements regularly, but the reason is because I already have a sound nutrition. Supplements are just supplements. Like lots of people think that supplements are going to do it for them, and supplements are more important than food. If you aren't eating the right foods, and if you aren't tracking your macros, knowing what you're eating, getting your macronutrients right, supplements will do absolutely nothing. You need to have your food right, and then supplements will supplement an already good nutrition. So get your food right and then consider supplements, and they're definitely not crucial. Jacob Trung asks, how'd you get them softball delts and what exercises are good for them? I don't actually think my shoulders are that good, but like I said before, military press, overhead dumbbell press, seated dumbbell press, Smith machine press, all the compound movements will really get you big shoulders. And then to detail them, you want the lateral raises, the anterior delts, you want to work on those. So mainly the compound movements and the heavy stuff will get you big shoulders. Jave Feeney asks, how have you built so much muscle in a small time frame? To be honest, I haven't actually built that much muscle. I was reasonably alright before, and I've just used a solid nutrition. Like, I'm 100% with my nutrition. I eat perfectly almost every day with my nutrition. I follow 100%. I have a vision and a goal, so of course I'm gonna, like, I could go and have, sorry, my camera's about to blow over. I could go and have a burger if I wanted to, or some junk food. Fuck off! I've gone from being 70 kilos to about 88 right now, and I've been doing a lean bulk for 30 weeks. Building muscle to me is mainly about, if you don't have your nutrition right, if you're not at the gym hitting your nutrition perfectly, you can do all the exercises in the world and you will not get your full potential. If you have a solid nutrition, have a solid vision for what you want to look like, you know how to train, you'll be able to build as much muscle as you want in a short amount of time. Well, not as much muscle, but optimal amount. Next question. Brandon Carroll asks, do you find it challenging fitting in your social life with school, gym and training? Yes, I do. Don't party that much, don't enjoy it, to be honest, as much, unless it's with people I know. So that's not really challenging because I don't really go out to that many parties because I don't enjoy it too much. But school is hard, or sometimes I don't do well with that, but yeah, school is quite hard. Mainly fitting in knowing what to spend my most time on and how to prioritize my time is the hardest thing to do. Noah Benici asked me, why are you such a noodle and what gives you motivation to be a noodle?
You know what? I'm about to say it.
Say it.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Peter Stavlidis, why do I have bigger biceps than you?
Fuck you, little pussy bitch.
Did someone say RKO?
Fucking right now, pussy!
You're just naturally gifted, Pete. I've always thought it about you. Josh Gabb asks, recommendation of supplements, not only what you use, but go through different speeds of metabolism, what supplements they can use if they don't particularly have the best genetics for bodybuilding. Okay. Before I get to supplements, if you don't have the right nutrition, like I've said, supplements are going to do jack shit. You need to have the right nutrition. Everyone thinks that supplements do it for them. You need food. But I'll answer this question. There aren't any supplements that I think will really benefit your metabolism. There is CLA, which I've heard helps your metabolism, but to be honest, I think your metabolism, you just need to eat more food than what your body naturally burns, and then you'll be right. And what supplements you can use if you don't necessarily have the best genetics for bodybuilding? I would say you need to take a mass gainer, so just to get your calories up and be able to build muscle in a surplus. So a mass gainer or some protein. Yeah, basically just a mass gainer, I'd say. Just eat whole foods, eat superfoods, and at the end of the day, if you still have, like say if you have 225 grams of protein coming from whole food sources and superfoods, and you want to hit 250 grams, have a 25 gram scoop of protein, and then you'll hit, that's what you use protein for. It's a supplement. Supplement good nutrition. Sam Kolovic asked, how long did it take you to get massive? I'm definitely not massive. I might look reasonably big to people who don't train, but to people who do train, I'm quite small. And if you want to see someone who's massive, search up Callum Von Moger. Alright, that's all the questions on my Facebook. Now I'll go to Instagram. James Gozzo Fit asked, despite the hardships of bodybuilding and having a strong mentality, what keeps you focused on your goals, and what keeps your mind strong with negative thoughts, like feeling small in the mind? Alright, I don't really understand that question, but I'll try and answer it. Despite what keeps me focused on my goals is me seeing development, seeing improvement. That keeps me motivated and focused on my goals. What keeps my mind strong? Having good support around me, good people. Nick Karagich asks, what's in store for you in the future, legend? Bodybuilding or returning back to playing football since doing your ACL? I'm definitely going to come back and play football, but I want to have fun with my football. I probably haven't had fun or gone out to a game not stressed since I was about 14, so I'm going to enjoy my football this year. I'm going to enjoy school, I'm going to enjoy Norwood, and just have fun with it, to be honest. So I'll definitely be playing, but I'll mainly be focused on the gym and my bodybuilding. Bradley Forrest asked, what are the rep ranges over the course of different periods such as bulking and cutting? I would not change my rep ranges for bulking and cutting. I would change my rep ranges for if I'm wanting to do strength, if I'm wanting to get heavy, be able to lift heavier, or I want to grow more. If I want to do strength, you do lower reps, 0 to 6, and heavy weight. If you want to do hypertrophy, so you want to grow as quickly as possible, you want from 7 to 8 to 12, 8 to 15, and reasonably heavy, but obviously not as heavy if you were doing less reps. Mr. Emmanuel Dang, cousin of Luol Deng, the NBA basketball player, asks, how many times do you gym a week? 6, mainly. I just like to have that rest day to refresh. I don't think I could keep going every single day without a rest. Sometimes I'll take 3 weeks without a rest, but I eventually have a rest, and mainly 6 days a week. Sam Rahali, would you rather play football or bodybuilding? I'd rather do bodybuilding. I just want to have fun with my football. I just want to have fun with my footy, as I haven't had fun with my footy for ages, but I'll definitely be playing. Okay, that's all for Instagram. Now check my emails, I've got a few there. So I got an email saying, I'm new to the gym and wanted to know what supplements I should be taking. Also, what sort of routine should I be doing as I'm looking to bulk? Lastly, I am wondering if you have any tips for someone who is new to the gym and starting out. Right. The supplements you should be taking is food. You need to have your food right for a beginner. You need to have your food like perfectly. You need to know what you're having. You need to set your macronutrients. You need to look up your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, and find out how much food you need to have to be in a surplus, which is then going to be a bulk. If you want to go high to a surplus, that'll be a bulk. If you want to be reasonably low, that'll be a lean bulk, which is what I would advise. But yeah, supplements you should be taking food, and then supplements you should have to supplement a good nutrition. It would just be basic pre-workouts, protein, creatine. Those are my top three, I'd say. Tips for someone starting out, I basically just said it, but have your nutrition right, know what your macronutrients need to be, know what to train frequently and most oftenly as possible. You could do a growth split, which is 1 day a week, just what you prefer. Find what works for you, have your diet set, and you'll be good. I've got a question from James Smith on email saying, I'm looking for the quickest gains possible. What types of workout should I do in order to achieve my goals? Well, if you're looking for the quickest gains possible, you're not going to get them because gains aren't quick, but you want to be having your nutrition set and you want to be doing hypertrophy, which will increase your muscle mass more quick than strength training or other things, like other types of training. Last question from Harvey asks, do you have any advice on gaining weight in the early stages? Yes. Go onto the internet, search up BMR calculator, basal metabolic rate, put in your measurements, find how much your body naturally burns, and a day track it on MyFitnessPal, the app. Eat more calories than what your body naturally burns and you'll gain weight. Eat good whole food so you don't gain fat and stay healthy. Alright, now the last question. Any advice for a soccer player? This is from Ben Clayton, and any advice for a soccer player and the gym, etc. I've never played soccer, so I don't know what works with soccer and what doesn't, but obviously you want to maintain a reasonable level of athleticism and also have strength and endurance. So I would incorporate lots of supersets or drop sets to keep your workouts fast and burning those calories quickly. You want to be doing more strength type training, so being strong, you don't want to necessarily be the biggest, and incorporating box jumps, sprints into your workouts, lots of athletic type training. So that's my advice for that. So the best question.
Here we go.
2,000 years later.
The best question was from Nick Wilson, who asked, how long do you work out for at a time and who has your ideal physique? Because I like to answer that question. So, Nick, this is yours. I'll message you privately so you can come get it. Enjoy. Thanks guys for watching. I'll be doing some other stuff. I'll be doing some more tutorials or some walkthroughs with a chest workout coming up, so stay tuned for that. I'll be talking about how to train it properly and how I find my chest growth, what exercises I use for the best chest growth. So best chest growth. So stay tuned and thanks guys.